said the bishop to the bridesmaid. Right, here we go. Live at 5 or half 7. And if I was ready, I'd have the film ready. How are you anyway?
Very well, sir. How are you?
It's Friday. It's a long weekend.
Yeah, baby. Loads of cans of Stella on the go, ready to go. Friday night. Lethal Weapon 2.
Friday night's a great night for football. Oh, wrong song. Wrong film as well.
It's normal Friday night in this house. Sit down. Sit down with our mate Mel. We'll get into Mel in a little bit. I feel like, is this one of them cases where you've got to do like a disclaimer right at the start about Mel Gibson? Like, I love him, but I hate him. He's morally not cool. We'll get into it. Yeah. We'll get into
it. We'll just go with the actor rather than the...
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I just don't want anyone like halfway through like, oh, guys, you really like Mel Gibson. He's a bad guy.
A great actor, great director, but he has been brought up wrong. And he's a great Aussie bloke, but yeah, his thoughts on other things, we'll leave it. So, Sean brings up an interesting point. This will be the heavily cut version of the VHS. So
I don't know which version mine is on the DVD.
If it's a DVD, well, it was a 15 in the cinema. Hang on, I'll play it because it's going to be the old home logos. What was it? 15 in the cinema with cuts, 18 on VHS with cuts, 18 on DVD without cuts, and now it's a 15 on Blu-ray without cuts.
Right. I bet we have different versions here that we're playing.
Yeah, because, I got the VHS there and the digital copy on here. So, yeah, this film gets straight into it, doesn't it? We get the Looney Tunes sound.
Yeah, there's no fucking about here. It's like...
and then straight into the action.
Yeah, man. Which I do like. So, like, what's your, like, overall thought on, like, the franchise in general?
It's a very good, solid action franchise, isn't it? There's no terrible ones or bad ones.
No, I think it's pretty, like, consistent the whole way through.
Yeah, I guess it goes from dark to light in the in the thriller department, but
I think there's definitely like a tone change, isn't there, from the first film to the second film? But I personally think it finds its identity in this film.
That is true. It's everyone's favorite. This made more money than the first one, which was unusual at the time. And but yeah, the first one was toned down from the original Shane Black dark script. A lot of budget reasons. This one, his script he wrote, he thought he was in a dark place. His longtime girlfriend had left him, and he wrote the script. And then it was so dark they couldn't do it. So then they rewrote it with Jeffrey Boehm, who went on to do the other films. But then this left Shane Black devastated and feeling worthless because he was paid so much for all his time and money, and he felt like it wasn't worth it.
I think he's like later on down the line went back and said, oh yeah, I actually think that was like one of the best scripts I've ever wrote.
Yes, I tried to find it online, but I can't find it. So I don't think it's been leaked.
I just want to say as well about this opening, I love it where it like cuts to the police station and they're all taking bets.
Yeah, and then they find out it's his wife's car. Go,
yeah.
No, that's not.
I love it.
Oh, hang on, that's one. Right, let's get to this. Oh, this they fuck you in the live stream. We'll try not to.
Okay.
So, hi, Fran. But yes, because in the original script, Joe Pesci had one scene, or his character had one scene, but then
just a minor role, wasn't it?
Oh, it isn't the Last Boy Scout. My mistake. Sorry, Sean. I think I'll buy some Stella this weekend. I was thinking about it earlier.
Yeah, man, just do it. It's Friday night.
Well, yeah, it's not exactly in the garden this weekend weather, is it? But
I saved my Stella from like Friday to Saturday, Monday to Thursday. You bring it down a bit, tone it down. Maybe a kind of Foster's or something.
Yeah, Kanye West has put Mel Gibson to shame in that department. That is, we're trying to avoid that level of discussion. The first one was the best. This one is still decent. Yeah, the first one is a regular Christmas watch for me, but this is a more entertaining film.
Yeah, the first one is really decent. I just think I prefer Mel Gibson's character Riggs
Yeah,
a bit more.
he's having a
Is
bit
it-
more fun in this one, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. Like, and it's sort of straight away, isn't it? Although I'll give the first one credit. Like, I do love that the opening scene with the Christmas trees, and he's like poking them all in the eyes and stuff. It's brilliant.
Now, I think was it the first 3 films? Was it on DVD? The director's cut.
I had the director's cut of is it the first film?
I think I'm not sure if on Blu-ray there's the director's cut. I remember the Blu-ray saying it's the director's cut, but not the DVD. But I'm not sure about the Blu-ray whether they bothered. How the hell does Mel Gibson run in cowboy boots?
It's impressive though, isn't it?
Oh, he's in trainers in this one. The first,
the
in
first
the
one,
he's all
yeah.
cowboy boots, but yeah, he's
And
running in the streets.
and the third one, if I remember.
Well, I guess he was barefoot in the end chase of the first one, so
Yeah, man.
he can go for it, outright slowing all the police cars down.
I will say, like, I do prefer this film in most ways, but I think it is an interesting take at this time to go with the South African enemies. But I will say that nothing quite beats Mr. Joshua from the first one.
Well, South Africa was
Yeah.
a different place at this time of the
It's-
80s.
It's quite mental. Like, I've sort of got like an attachment to this film also because my dad and all 3 of his brothers were all born in South Africa. They spent like the first 20 years of their life living there.
Okay. Apparently, they played this somewhere in South Africa when Mandela was made
Yeah.
president in the early 90s.
It makes a change from just like like Russian villain.
Well, yeah, because we watched Mark for Death the other night, and then it was about the Jamaican posses, and the very last line at the end of the credit says, "This this is just a small portion of Jamaicans are gangsters posses," which it did say in the film a few throwaway lines, but in this one, I bet there's nothing at the end of this saying the South Africans are quite nice, really.
Yeah.
But it's a wicked accent.
I love it, man. you know what, right? Like, so like a few years back, I was playing in a band in Manchester, and we were doing our like setting up, doing like EQs and stuff like that. And there was this South African guy, like this old South African rocker guy, and he just came up to my mate George, who was like EQing his bass, and he just went up to him and went, "Best check your EQ, bruh." And we all just looked at each other. And we said it for years afterwards. Whenever we were like tuning the guitar or anything like that, "Best check your EQ, bruh."
I bet. Oh, this is Fran's favorite of the 4. Yeah, I think this is most people's favorite of the 4, but it's not necessarily the best.
The first one's too dark. I think the third one's a bit too silly, and I'm not in love with the villain in number 3.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I appreciate the Rennie Russo like character coming into the third one, and you see a bit more in-depth character work when it comes to Riggs.
Yes. But yeah, this one is different.
I think they want.
I'm reading the subtitles. I'm just enjoying the film.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's great film.
Yeah, I love Mel Gibson, but come on, compared to other celebrities, he's no Kelly or Harvey Weinstein. Kelly, sorry. Yeah, this is where we're deteriorating. Where people worse than Mel Gibson. Agreed. At least he's not after people's kids. Yeah, he's
very true.
He's got his own family, I think. Is he still? Hang on. Stanton's here. Hello, Stanton. How are you? Savage Zombie Reviews is here. Hello.
Hello.
This is one of my favorite scenes in the franchise when the commercial shows up.
You know what? I would say that this Lethal Weapon 2's got the best Lethal Weapon scene in the entire franchise.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if you can guess which one it is. Which one I'm talking about.
Well, my favourites I was just checking round to see if I was standing on plastic.
Very good. Very good. No, I think it's the best scene in the whole franchise because I think it just like encapsulates what the whole thing's about is the toilet scene. When
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, it's just
Boom, you're
brilliant.
dead. The condom tree, yes. Hello.
Oh yeah, condom tree is
Yeah.
amazing.
Now, pop quiz hotshot. Well, I'll just point out Grandel Bush is the guy in the blue shirt at the background.
Yes,
He is in the first film.
he is. He was. Wasn't he a bad guy in the first film?
No, he was a cop in the first one. He had a mustache. He's
Right.
at the beginning talking to Roger, but he's a different character in this one.
Well,
But-
they thought we wouldn't realize. And Hank Schrader's in this, playing a different character as well from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yes. He's a cop in this one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because, okay, another pop quiz. What I was going to talk. Who are the two people from the Aliens franchise in this? Oh, Aliens film, I should say, not franchise.
Oh, Gareth, I can't remember her name, but she stood right there. Fuck's sake.
Well, yeah, she's another one that's in trouble these days for being not Latino, but playing a Latino in Aliens.
Oh, fuck off. There's only so much.
There is.
There's only so much. Who's? Oh my god, no!
What?
I thought who's the other person from Aliens? It's not the.
Well, we've already seen him. He was driving the red BMW at the beginning. He's one of the bad guys. It's Vasquez's mate with the big gun.
Yes.
I can't think his name right now.
My god, what a great show! I've seen this film so many times.
So am I. I don't recognize, but most of the time he's got a bandana and a lens on. I say, hey, Rob. So yes, I'll be on Rob's channel in 2.25 hours. We're going to go through some Seafaring VHS with VHS Mikey and the Captain.
Oh, cool, man! Well, Friday night, let's go.
It
guys.
is, yeah.
Whoa!
We're going beers and VHS later, like a
Love
normal
it.
Friday night from 30-something years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, who stole the Kruger and was paying their gambling debts with it? Right, where are we? The fourth one is the only one I can't watch. The first I love very much. Fourth one, yeah, it's not one I watch unless I'm watching all four in a row.
Yeah, the fourth one isn't amazing. I'll give you that. I do like the Jet Li sort of like
Yeah, Jet Li's bad guy's good.
because it just gives it a new vibe for like Riggs to like. Obviously, Riggs has been like this Superman of like the whole franchise, and when you get to that point in the franchise, he's getting his fucking ass handed to him, and I love that.
There you go, Sean Stoley. The Blu-rays aren't the director's cut where they put the scenes back in without Donna's approval, although, yeah, the Riggs versus Sniper scene in the first film, because that's his first introduction. Otherwise, it's him with is it with him with the bullet, or is it him in the Christmas tree? I can't remember now. I've seen that
Is
film
it not?
13 times.
Yeah, you might be right about the bullet.
So yeah, just introduces him in a different way.
I like how they move away from that as well. As
Yeah.
like the franchise goes along, he's not like
He's not Caesar.
suicidal in this one.
Riggs, Murtaugh's family as an extension of his own now. Right, who lives 2 doors down from the Murtaugh?
What in this film?
No, well, in general, because this is the back lot where they film a lot of stuff.
I don't know.
Warner Brothers, the Griswolds.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, if you watch Christmas Vacation, there's a long shot of the Griswold's house, and then just 2 doors down. I think it's 2 doors. 1 or 2 doors down is the Murtaugh's house.
Oh, no way.
And they were filming at the same time because the Griswolds had to clean up they even left the toilet on the front lawn, so the
That's awesome.
Vacation had to clean up all the damage from the house explosion.
I do like the running sort of gag through like the whole thing that it like Murtaugh's house just gets fucked up in everyone pretty much.
No, yeah. Now the only thing I don't like about the fourth film, well, one of the real thing, is the story where his wife's a millionaire writer, and then that's how they can afford like an extent. He's got a boat in the first one, an extension in the second one, but it doesn't even tell Riggs.
Well, I find it quite funny. Like I was listening to the commentary on it, and even Donna was like, "Yeah, it's like they always think that like Murtaugh's on the take in everyone." Because even later on in this film, I noticed when Leo starts like pitching his scheme that he's got going on, Murtaugh's like listening to every word that he's saying. He's like, "Oh right, yeah,
oh yeah, that's how you laund the money." There's a weird Timothy Bond connection with this film and Mel Gibson in general. License to Kill go up against this in the box office and lost. It did, yes. And Grandel Bush is in that one as well. Gibson's girlfriend, that one, had a child with Dalton. Oh, there you go. I did not know that.
Oh, crossing streams.
Connery wanted Mel Gibson to play Bond. I do remember that rumor.
I don't know if I could see that, to be honest. I think Mel Gibson to me is Mad Max. Like he just is. Like I look at him first, and all I think
hairstyle.
Is
I nearly had that hairstyle. Well, I did have that hairstyle in this one.
I'm
in the mid-90s.
I'm not gonna lie. I took a lot of fashion tips off Riggs, especially in this one.
I don't wear the cowboy boots, but
but the blue and black shirt all day long. And when Leo shrinks his shirt in the wash later on, he's got a red and black flannel shirt. Now I do like that one as well. He's a cool guy, man.
Yeah. So the program that they're watching before the advert comes on is Tales from the Crypt, and it's the first episode, which is the Christmas episode, which stars the psychologist that's in this film. They just cut around her so you don't see her. But the joke being, HBO didn't have adverts which is the channel Tales of the Crypt was on, until 94, 95. So this film is wrong. Imagine Riggs versus Bond. Ooh, that'd be good.
Who would win?
Bit your blick. First of the quotes. Here we go. Now it's going out. I was never crazy about the fourth one. It's a fun watch because of the cast, but lacks some of the way of the previous films. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, Jay likes. Well, I do like the film. It's just.
I'm on board. Like I say, if I'm going through like a marathon of them all,
there's no terrible ones.
That one's getting watched as well, 100%.
Yeah.
What are your feelings on like a potential Lethal Weapon 5 with like?
As long as it's a thriller, not an action film, I think we'll be all right. If they hurry up, because they've been saying it for the last 4 years, haven't they?
It's a shame, like Donner couldn't have actually like done it because I don't think that there's not many directors that like see it through. Do you know what I mean? Like he was very attached to this franchise, and he saw all the sequels through.
But yeah, what was he in his 90s when he died? Wasn't he? Unfortunately, I don't mind. Yeah, no one minds for. It's just not on. It's usually the bottom. Well, I guess sometimes people put third one at the bottom because of the bad guy in that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I do put the third one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Fourth's my third in the ranking.
Okay, which one? How many of these have you seen in the cinema?
No pla.
You young people.
94, Gareth. 94.
Oh,
don't forget it.
So you saw the fourth one. Okay.
Yeah. I remember every single bit of it.
This is the first. Well, this was a 15 on release, so I saw this in the cinema. And then,
what a year for movies, man!
Yes, absolutely. Batman, License to Kill, Ghostbusters 2, Back to the Future 2. Anyway, Bat 4 is okay, but Riggs is too old for that shit. We didn't need to see that. Well, yeah. Wait till you see the next one. Oh, there he is. There's the aliens guy. Come on over here, Hens. That's quite enough of that.
I love how he brings his like Bill and Tedness to this role as well.
Pre-Bill and Ted.
Pre-Bill and Ted, sorry, yeah. This is where he got it from.
He's a national treasure. 3 sort of ended perfectly with him settling down with Lorna. Yeah, that's true.
It would work as like a pretty much perfect trilogy, to be fair, if it ended with 3.
Oh, some pretty good facts, Mike. Thank you. I do try. That's one of the points of this thing. I try to educate the great unwashed. Oh, the commercial's coming up. Yeah, I'm behind now. Hang on. Ken's its tits. Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
I will.
What the hell? What the hell is she doing in this film? By the way.
Well, yeah. Who was she with at this point? She was with.
I don't think it was Liam, was it?
No, it's before Liam. It was the Breakfast Club song group.
I think she managed to get a song in this film as well.
She does, yes. I didn't realize. Yeah, she was in a band at this time. So the pop song is played when Leo is cleaning Riggs's caravan on the beach or whatever it is.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Where are you at? Are you still the guy wrapped in plastic?
Yeah.
stupid VHS with its cuts and faster speed. She makes me want to go out and buy rubbers. Yep. Apparently ad-lib the lines. Uh-oh. The end fight is lame, but has a great choice. The third one has a perfect ending. Love 2 and 3 still fun. Oh, yeah. The fourth fight. Yeah, when it's Franz, yep. Mel Gibson wasn't smooth enough for Bond. He's too short. That is true. He's allegedly a shorty.
How good would he be as Wolverine, though?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, back in the day, though.
Yeah, if they would have cast him, wouldn't they? So there is a sign on the fridge that says "End Apartheid," I think. I think
I do love this scene.
Mm.
I really like this scene.
Yeah, still tells you what's going on in his life. Mel Gibson. Oh yeah, done that one. I missed the mullet from one. Yeah, his hair gets shorter each
same, man. Yeah, I take the mullet seriously, man.
Community. There we go.
Yeah, quality ending line.
Now, it's technically incorrect because he works for the consulate, so he has consulate immunity. He's not a diplomat. So
diplomatic immunity. He sounds like he's challenging. He's like inner Palpatine in that scene.
Oh, watch out, Paul! Nightbot's on patrol. No, I don't know why it doesn't like caps. I don't know if spammers use caps. We all know what the oh, Jay's going woke. Passing the torch.
Yeah, it'd be Riggs's daughter come up, and she'd Riggs would die like in the first half of the film. Then it'd all be about
Rennie Russo or Patsy Kensit.
Patsy Kensit all day long. I'm not even gonna mess about.
Oh, Joss is still with us, is he? I thought I hadn't heard him passing, so that's nice. Simple Minds, thank you, Sean. Yeah, Simple Minds. She was with the lead singer of that at this time. She did have a thing for.
She likes her band members.
He does, but I think there was another one. Yeah,
I might have a shot. Let's go.
Probably to feed people on a bench and someone in a wheelchair. Well, imagine Murtaugh's going to be in a wheelchair because he's been looking quite frail recently. Jim Kerr, thank you, Jay.
I cannot get on board with that Indiana Jones trailer, man. I've tried my hardest.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Calling us gentlemen. She obviously doesn't know us.
I'm not a gentleman.
And then I don't know what the legalities of him having a caravan on the beach are. Because
he's got the life though, hasn't he? Really, like
because I think he must move around. Because I think in the first one you see it a long shot, and there's a few of them. But in this one, he's on his own when the helicopter.
Oh, I didn't notice that. To be fair, Gareth.
So, well, you are just a casual action fan compared to me.
Yes, that is very true.
But yeah, at least the dog survives. He doesn't go full John Wick in this one.
No, they go like in this film. Another thing that I appreciate about it is that they really go like full tilt, like 3/4 of the way through. Like when they start killing all the cops, and they obviously come.
That does go dark. Because apparently the Three Stooges are in these films because Mel Gibson is a real fan of them.
Well, him and Danny Glover and Joe Pesci. That's
yeah, it does go like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is a good jump scare coming up.
Oh yeah, it did used to get me a little bit. This one, the house invasion.
Yeah, Kenzie's big claim to fame at this point was Absolute Beginners, an awful film, but it has a great soundtrack. That is true. It came out, everyone was expecting a massive hit, but it was a big flop. I remember that now coming out. It's just been revoked.
I love it.
I'm going to do everything in there. Yeah. License. Yeah. So License to Kill was going to be called License Revoked back in 1989. But between you and me, Americans don't know what revoked means. So they had to change it.
Fair.
Same as they don't know what philosophers are. Oh, sorry about that. What do we get to? The Flash is getting good notices, though. I remember hearing raves about Batman versus Superman. I don't mind Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, same. I got called out for that the other day. That's my favorite.
The long one is the extended version makes more sense, but
100%.
It looks. There are issues with it, of course, but yeah, it's not the worst film ever. Lethal Weapon or Die Hard. But before I answer that, the gun that Gibson uses in 4 Lethal Weapons is the same gun that Bruce Willis uses in the 3 Die Hards.
No way. That is trivia. I love that.
Exactly the same prop.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Hey, they weren't Warner, but that was a Fox film. Die Hard, wasn't it? Hey, Die Hard was Fox.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess they use, don't have in-house gun props. Tell your people to back off. Don't you be a smart kaffer.
Yeah, I love that line. Brilliant.
What a bastard.
He's pretty intimidating. He's good. He's good.
He is,
I like
good.
this.
Another
henchman.
English bad guy, or technically English actor bad guy from the 90s. Shit, Lethal Weapon or Die Hard. That's too tricky.
That is. I tell you what, that's awful. That's horrific. But I tell you what, though, I'll give you this because
Okay.
I'm in a minority. Like there's people out there that have got some love for Die Hard 4, but I'm just not about it at all. For me, it lives and it dies with Vengeance, and I'm gonna do another hot take here.
Oh.
I might prefer Vengeance the most out of the lot. I know
Although
Paul.
I can understand.
Paul-
I do enjoy Vengeance because of its New York setting and everything. And
Yeah,
spread out the city.
Badger, I don't
No,
think
it's not
Badger's
true.
watching, but Badger, if he heard me say that, he would crucify me. He doesn't like Vengeance at all.
Oh no! What? Oh, dear me.
And I've been trying to get him to watch this franchise as well, and he's not.
Is it?
He's not
Yeah.
got there. Yeah.
If it's franchises, probably Die Hard. But if it's the first film, probably it's still Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard. All right.
I watched
Wait.
both of those at Christmas though. The first two.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. I watch both franchises like once every 2 years without fail.
Yeah, I suppose I get an itch every couple of years. So yeah, evening movie chats. How are you? Oh, good evening, Jennifer. Again, Die Hard is as close to perfect as perfect gets. That is true.
Yeah,
and I still need to track down the director. I rewatched the film Witness with Harrison Ford. That's a great film. That was 85. I love that. That was so good. It was a Best Picture nomination. That film in 1985. 6.
I haven't seen Witness.
Oh, that's a good thriller. It's got Danny Glover as a bad guy in it.
Oh, has it really? Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Danny Glover's a bad guy. You know what I always saw this Lethal Weapon 2 as? Like sort of this weird like multiverse Predator 2 because of like the similar casts and stuff. Like when I was younger, like the Chief and stuff. And is this the bit where the no smoking line in this? I love it. It's like Riggs, no smoking. He's like, yeah, and I don't give a fuck. I love it.
It just happened. I just noticed. If you it's too late now, but on the captain's door, it changes from Captain L. Murphy to Captain E. Murphy in between shots.
Does it really? Oh, yes, it does. Oh, my God, it just happened. Yeah, it does. Holy shit, that is... Wow.
I know. That's one of these things I never noticed continuity errors in any film. They have to point it out to me.
That's blink and you'll miss it, like 100%.
Yeah. It's got to be someone not watching the film to notice that. But yeah, was it Joel Silver produced this? But if you want to see a film with the cast of the Lethal Weapon films, Predator films, and Die Hard films, then you should watch Action Jackson.
Okay.
That has everyone, all the side characters, actors from those films in it.
So is it like a character actor expendables?
Yeah, it's got Billy and of course Action Jackson himself, Carl Weathers, Billy and Bill Duke are in it, and then it's got
awesome.
So many others that are in this. Randall Bush again, and here he is. Here's Leo Getz, I should say. Leo Getz.
I love this whole introduction, by the way.
Yeah. How do I know it's you? How do I know you're cops? After I shoot you through the door, you can examine the bullet. See, it sets up him, Riggs, knowing what's at the window there because he looks outside the curtain to see, and he says, "There's a pool out there. That'll come in useful in a minute." There's Derek O'Connor, who plays Vorstadt, gave me the creeps. Good actor, though. Hello, Dr. Impossible. Yeah, he is really nasty in this.
Great.
Probably one of those really nice guys in real life. The Fugitive. No, I haven't, have I? I should do that.
Oh, yeah, that's a great film.
Yeah, that's great.
I like both Fugitive and US Marshal.
Jennifer knows what revoked means. Hello. Yeah. Now, we did do a Lethal Weapon watch party about this time last year, except about 1/3 of the way through, it just veered off the film and into chaos. So we're doing it correct this time.
What do you mean into chaos? What the hell happened?
Oh, it's Ricky. Never. Lame jokes.
Hating
Hating the cat. Oh, I had to end the stream early, I think. I can't remember. And I got a copyright on it.
Oh, no.
So that's why we're doing it again properly. I agree that the extended cut of Batman versus Superman is a lot better, but I was left feeling thoroughly empty after seeing it in the cinema. Yeah, that was it. I thought, hang on, this
100%. Like
was
with
empty.
that film, I didn't come out initially going, yeah, that was sick. It's like over the years, I've went back to it a fair few times. I appreciate Ben Affleck as Batman. I didn't think
he
he
was
got like a
solid
fair
Batman.
shakedown.
Superman didn't have much to do.
No. Who are Henry
The
Cavill?
uncensored version of Die Hard is a bit better. Yeah, it's got a bit of swearing in it. Oh, I don't think that pool would have saved them. I love how he's punching Leo in it.
Yeah. I'm mid-fall at the moment, so I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I'm going to head. Stupid VHS. Oops, pause, you bastard. Right. Jennifer votes for Die Hard. See, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Die Hard should have been left as a trilogy. Yeah, that was
100% agree.
4 isn't terrible, but it was unnecessary.
There isn't a 5th film, I don't think.
No, they keep talking about 6th one. I don't know how they jump one, but yeah, that's long gone now. Too much Leo gets for me in the sequel, but the action and the editing exceptionally handled with Donna's usual flair for comedy timing. Okay. Oh, is that the Nakatomi Plaza in the background there?
Is it? I didn't even.
I don't know. I think it is. I can't remember now. It's like the brown brick, big windows, odd shape. It is LA, so it is.
You can get like a really good statue of it. It's got like the Blu-rays at the bottom of it.
The beginning of Lethal Weapon 3 is lame and unnecessary and a waste of a great explosion. It is a great explosion, but it is a bit silly how they blow up a building.
What, the bomb? Oh my god! Great opening. Love that. Yeah, and he gets his hair in that little ponytail when he's walking about the street cop. Love it.
Joel Silver, who also produced Hudson Hawk and 4 Fair Lane. They're 2 great films.
Joel Silver's produced some bangers, man.
Bombed hard, but looking back now, they're great. I loved them when they came out, but I saw Hudson Hawk in my when it came out.
I think he was laughing all the way at the bank for The Matrix.
Yes, I think that's kept it going, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. gets away. He slips right through our fingers and into the hands of the police. And here we go. What are you doing?
Oh, just checking to see if I was standing.
There we go. Witness is one of Ford's best character performances. He was doing some interesting work outside of Wars and Jones, like the Mosquito Ghost, Fantech, and presumably different. Yeah. And yeah, he was doing Working Girl and stuff like that. So yeah, he had a very good, great 80s outside of Indiana Jones and Star Wars. And then into the 90s, he did 6 Days, 7 Nights and Sabrina remake and didn't do well. Fugitive was the best thing I think he probably might have done. Hey, Mike, here is non-horror YouTuber of the month nominee, Mike.
Hello.
So, go to 101 Bronson's channel to vote. Derek O'Connor was in Gilliam's Time Bandits and Brazil. He talks gibberish. Okay. Mosquito Ghost is Ford's personal favorite of his own role. I thought it was. I couldn't remember where I heard that, but yeah. That's all. I think they've remade that as a TV series last year or this year. Another one you haven't seen, Mosquito Coast?
No, I haven't. These must be like pretty early works for
they're like Mosquito Coast, like 83, 84, I think. And then Harrison Ford takes his family from America to live in the jungle of Brazil or wherever it is, the South Rainforest anyway.
Ah, right, cool.
We'll sit in silence next time. Yes, we will. Staring competition. Well, when you turn on the chat like you did, Ricky, probably for the best.
Yeah, a bit R-rated.
I don't know that word. It must be an Isle of Man word. Well, evening, Jim. I think that it's impossible for you to keep silent. Yes. I'll have to have a gamble how long Ricky can keep silent for on a stream. Do a pool on that. So it's atypical performance. He's not a good guy or a bad guy, just deeply flawed human being. Yeah, that is true about that. But it's softer. Look at the fabric softer in there. It's Leo, not Leroy.
I love that. You're all right, Leroy.
Yeah, the ending of Die Hard was lame. Die Hard 3 was lame, yeah, because it was a reshoot. I don't know if you've seen the...
Yeah, I'll give you that. I don't like the ending of that.
Yeah, it's tacked on
Yeah,
because of the...
it feels it as well.
Original ending is a bit weird.
What was
with
the
that-
OG ending for that one?
It's Hans gets away. Not Hans. Simon gets away.
Yeah.
Ends up in Europe. McClane gets sacked from being a cop and then spends his days tracking him down through Europe. Ends up in a bar, I think it is. Sits next to him at the bar at a table. He has a tiny rocket launcher. He puts it on the table and he spins it, and because they're playing Russian roulette with it, basically to see who's going to win.
What does that happen in like a 10 minutes in? Did they film that?
Yeah, it's probably on the DVD if you got it.
Oh, no way.
I put it on YouTube as well. And then, so he spins this thing. They agree to spin this thing to settle the score. But it's, but then he presses the button and then the rockets fire out both, killing Simon and hitting him. But he's got a protective plate.
I'm not going to lie, that sounds pretty badass, to be honest.
So he wins either way.
This is one thing I always remember when I think of Lethal Weapon 2 is this house.
Yes, the stilted house.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to it, it cost $500,000 to set it up and destroy it.
Or is it on Mulholland Drive?
Well, it's got a pool cleaner there, but I don't know where the pool would be on even on a neighbour's hillside. No fucking pool here, mate.
Love it.
Oh, David Warner got the best lines without the gibberish in Time Bandits. I haven't seen Time Bandits for ages. I know Sean Connery's in there as Robin Hood. Here's a question. Which is better, Gladiator or Braveheart? I like Gladiator better. I'm never really a fan of Braveheart.
No, not one of my biggest favourite films from Mel Gibson. Definitely Gladiator. Because I think it's Cole's best film, to be honest.
I sounded like Renee from Hello Hello. You stupid woman. Can you not see she's in shock? And I was just trying to caress her chest to make her feel better. Yeah, Leo's shrinks ring shirt. Probably only has about 3 shirts.
I've got 2 of them.
But yeah, here we go. The bad guys are escaping.
Pretty good scene, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a great. Ends up in a chase. Riggs. Take a shot every time Myrtle shouts Riggs.
Yeah, I know, man. One thing he doesn't say a lot in this is I'm getting too old for this shit. I think he only says it a couple of times.
Yeah, that was the way. Oh, is he in his Is this where he's in his cowboy boots for the run? Catches up with the truck. You can't take my truck. And yeah, he's in the cowboy boots this time. And he can still catch it.
That's just fucking loads of skill, isn't it? Like, no fucking about there.
Yeah, those things have got no grip, but he can climb across the car as well.
Yeah. Oof.
Warner is legend. I'm going to watch Time Bandits again, definitely. I always thought he was great in The Man with Two Brains as well. Who was he in The Man with Two Brains? I remember most of that. Oh, he was the Mad Doctor, wasn't he? Of course he was. That had the brains in the jars. David Warner never failed, not even in Cannon films. Hansel and Gretel playing woodsman did. Oh, I didn't know about that. But yeah, he was great. He was the only actor that was in two of the Star Trek films as different characters. He's in, what's it, 5 and 6.
Oh.
He's killed in both, I think. I think he fights survive fine. But yeah, why? Hello, asshole. And he drops his gun. Amateur hour.
Yeah, man. I love the closing line of this as well.
Yeah. In Lethal Weapon 1, he would have just shot him through the window.
Yeah.
He softened him up. It's got a great score by Kamen.
Oh, yeah. That is one thing we've got to mention, isn't it? Like the score is
Yeah.
absolutely next level.
I used to have it on tape.
Yeah, with Eric Clapton as well. It's so
Mm.
good. I think my favorite tune in this though is the George Harrison song at the end.
Yeah, knocking on heaven's door, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we might as well discuss the original ending to this.
Well, Riggs was going to die, wasn't it? That was
Yeah.
the whole.
The very original script, he was going to die from his wounds, and there's also, I think they filmed. There is an alternate ending where Rika survives, and then they go for
One thing.
dinner at the Myrtles.
One thing I will say about this film that I don't think it does very well is I think it should have had a bigger revelation build up to the fact that obviously the main henchman killed his wife, and I think that's just so it doesn't make a big deal about it, and I think that should be a massive deal.
Yeah, this bit's a bit ridiculous. What the hell's he hanging on to the front of that truck?
Yeah, I thought this when I was watching it the other day again. It's just there's obviously a ledge there, isn't there? But,
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be the they got those.
I will say though, the stunt work's pretty good, as in hiding the stunt performers.
He looks like Gibson, so fair play to him.
Yeah, man.
Wing didn't fly off, and then we get the Omen style build up from the director of the Omen, where things are going to happen.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I just thought that when I saw the surfboard.
Great shout! Yeah. Oh my god, what a shout that is! Obviously with the beheading with the glass and stuff.
Yeah.
Great shout!
He's just beheaded by a surfboard instead.
Holy shit! Yeah, and I think you know what? It's a testament to how good Donner is that he can make a film like The Omen, Lethal Weapon, The Goonies, and Superman. I think that's he's covered all corners there.
Yeah. Was it Scrooged? 12 blocks.
Scrooge is awesome, man.
Yeah. But yeah, hell of a career. Is it crazy how Joe Pesci is so nice in this, and then we're going to play Tommy in Goodfellas?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You look at this, you're sitting there having a joke with him, and then you put on Goodfellas after, and it's a completely different character, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Don't get me wrong, I'd still only want to have a beer with Leo Getz for about 20 minutes because he'd do my head in after it. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, Pesci got that from a Walt Disney employee when he was at Disney World or something. He was asking him for directions or something. He was like, okay. You want to go? No, okay. You want to go over? I think it was.
No, you're right. His opening thing was okay. And he was this kid kept saying okay constantly.
Yeah. Bruce was filming 12 Monkeys when they had to reshoot the ending, so he had to wear a wig. There you go.
No way.
I am the Minister of Diplomatic Affairs for the South African Consulate.
So this is where his lead henchman recognizes Riggs, who he is, because he's
Riggs.
Martin Riggs.
Martin Riggs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't recognize his face, but he recognizes his name.
Yeah.
But I guess
he was given what was it, the assassination of Riggs, and it was his wife that he killed instead.
Yeah,
but he didn't know it.
Yeah, you're supposed to kill Riggs. Riggs, you're Martin Riggs. Yeah, I had no idea they made a Hansel and Gretel film. I have to see that. He's the opposite. Well, off my channel.
It's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, I would say it is glad it is overrated. The last time I watched it, I didn't enjoy it as much, but I did love it when it came out.
Yeah, I think it starts off really, really well, then just gets a little bit slow after the halfway point.
Yeah, I do love the music with Hans Zimmer and Lisa Gerrard.
Oh, it's awesome. Amazing.
Christopher Walken is in Puss in Boots. Hang on, Puss in Boots with quite what? Oh, is that Hansel and Gretel film? Surely. Oh dear. I always loved in the first film Glover talking to the kids. Yeah, he had paint like Popeye,
Yeah.
no, Popeye.
Yeah.
Didn't they make a Beauty and the Beast with Rebecca de Mornay? Yeah, never mind. I remember seeing that. So okay. Oh, the song by George Harrison's "Cheer Down." That's it.
Yeah, I think the other one is Eric Clapton, isn't it? The "Knocking on Heaven's Door." I'm sure it is.
Yeah, who sings? had the soundtrack. I remember, yeah, Cheer Down. Wasn't there Beach Boys on one of these?
I'm not sure.
I'm going crazy. Yeah, Cheer Down. I do like Cheer Down. That was a good song. So here we go.
I like the end song in Lethal Weapon 4 where the credits come up and it's just like old.
Why
Love
can't
it.
we be friends? Why can't... It's so nice to see all the pictures of the whole
Yeah,
cast.
I get a little bit teary when I
years.
see it, man.
And then Joe Pesci's story about his froggy and that always brings me to
Forgot all
ran
about
over his little mate.
it.
Oh. Franz kind of made a series of them. They were made in Israel. Okay. Definitely need to check those out. What's your favorite Die Hard ripoff? Cliffhanger, Under Siege, Sudden Death, Passenger 57, and 50 others. Cliffhanger, number one.
Out of them ones, Cliffhanger. Passenger 57, close second.
Out of all of them for me, it's Cliffhanger because I love that film. Which will be in July.
Are you doing a Sly? June Sly?
Yeah, July.
Right, so have we got Judge Dredd on the cards or what? What are we doing? Let's go, Judge Dredd! Let's go! Believe the hype! I fucking love that film.
Too young to know.
What? When was Judge Dredd? 95? It was 95, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah, I was 1 year old. Got it locked up here. Sorry, Gareth.
You should be.
Sorry.
22. We did the song at Time Bandits as well as produced. Was that one of his? Because yeah, he was a film producer in the 80s. Yeah, he did produce Time Bandits as well, yeah, and with Nail and I. And if you, yeah, you want to repeat something you said about Die Hard 3 there.
Badger, do you love Die Hard 3? Badger, tell us why Die Hard 3 is your favourite film of all time.
It is the best. I will agree with that. Yeah. The only bad Richard Donner I can know is the toy. Cue everyone telling me I'm wrong for mentioning. Oh yes, I remember the toy.
Is that with Robin Williams?
No, that's Toys.
Oh right, yeah.
The Toy is an early '80s film with Richard Pryor, and he's hired by Jackie Gleason, who's a millionaire, to play with his son.
Right.
So the big rich old white man hires a black man to come and stay and be a.
Interesting. I've never heard of that film. I thought I had all the Donner's.
There's probably a reason for that. Yeah, the toy. It's not good, but I loved it when it came out. Because who wouldn't want Richard Pryor to play with? Shut down, you motherfucker!
I do like Richard Pryor. I think my favorite.
Oh yeah, License to Kill. There is a lot of similarities. I did.
It is, but Michael Kamen.
Yeah, he did. Because
did he not do Last Action Hero as well?
Yep. I think that was based on those two films. I hope you understood what happened here today, Miss Häagen-Dazs. Jackie Gleason looked bored as shit in the toy. Donna struggled with Pryor, and Columbia Pictures nearly sacked Pryor for making drugs and alcohol. Pryor was up to off his cord. That was before he burnt his hair or something. Set himself on fire. But yeah. It reminds me, Gibson was drinking 5 pints of beer for breakfast while making this film. But he was always punctual and never messed up. But he's an Aussie, so that's just normal.
Why was that? Was that to get him in the role of?
No, he was just having a bad time.
Fair enough. The 80s.
Yeah. He was young and popular. Like me. Yes. Boasting about being blocked. Okay, I'll block you as well, Mike. How about that? I'll put you on timeout. Wrong place to paste my search. Oops. Did it get blocked? Beat, I saw that good work. Yeah. I wondered if Richard Pryor reference in Scrooge was Donna making a dig at him. Oh, yeah, because Bill Murray imagines someone being set on fire and says, sorry, I thought you were Richard Pryor.
Interesting. I never picked up on that line.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to have prior knowledge that Richard Pryor set himself on fire one night.
But
yeah, bit of a Subway advert. I got the steak. Oh, I fancy a steak sandwich, but not from Subway. Like one of the ones Robs does in his videos.
Yeah, steak
no-
sandwiches from Subway are no good.
Yeah.
No good.
No one's wearing seatbelts.
It's the 80s. This is why, mate, we just don't make films like this is one of them films that when you say the line, oh, they just don't make them like they used to anymore. This is like, this falls in that category for me. I think from like, for me personally, like my film taste and what I love, it's like from 85 to 2000 in that
Whoa.
15-year period.
Good.
There's some bangers. Oh, I'll say 80. I'll say 80. No, I'll say 75.
Yeah. Well,
When did Alien come out? 78, 79,
79? 77?
79.
Yeah.
78, 79.
Late 70s. But yeah, so I see this now. They got no headrests, they got no seatbelts. But yeah, that's how it was. I was staying with friends of the family in London, and then we drove back from London to West Wales, which is like the whole M4. And it was in a transit van that had a couple of seats in the back, and then there wasn't enough room, so I had to sit on the floor with the dogs. And this guy's doing 100 miles per hour in a transit van down the M4, and I'm just sliding around in the back.
My God.
For like
On the way to the
miles.
Thunderdome. Bloody hell.
But no one gave it a second fucking thought. If the police would stopped us, it would be just for speeding, not for anything else.
Yeah. I do like this whole bit where he's fucking with him.
Oh, yeah. Now, if you watch read his Gibson sign, it's spelt wrong. Apartheid's spelt wrong.
End apart. What's it supposed to say?
It's supposed to spell apartheid, but it's the I and the E are the wrong way around.
So this is what this film, like the backdrop of this film is about, isn't it? The apartheid.
Yeah. I take back what I said about the toy. I was thinking toys were Romulans. Oh, I like the toy. So he likes the toy, but he doesn't like toys. Because, yeah, the toy is a very weird film.
Yeah, Badger.
I haven't seen it for a very long. It's very hard to come by for some reason. Toys has some genuine greatness in it. Cute everyone. Yeah, I saw Toys in the cinema. It's very weird. Got some great music in it.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah. Die Hard 3 was almost as good as Smile.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Smile's like one of the only modern horrors I actually liked recently.
I hated that film. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Badger.
Well, yeah. Oh, that bit got you blocked. That's almost a hate crime. You should be locked up, Mike. I'm not going to talk to you now. That is unforgivable. I don't mind the choice. Yeah, it's average fare. I was more impressed by Fancy Bates Big Knockers. So was Pryor, another drink. That's a little bit of Googling later to see this fancy buy. So hang on. Yeah, you can just about hear a song in the background, which is Patsy Kensit singing.
I have to say, I've always loved Riggs' caravan. I like the layout. I like the little stairs, the carpet stairs that go up to
the carpet stairs to bed.
Yeah, I love that.
Have you seen Loaded Weapon 1?
No, I haven't. What's that? Is that a parody of this?
Yes. This, Die Hard, everything. All 80s action films.
Is that a newie or is it an oldie?
What was it? 91, 92. It's got Emilio Estevez.
Oh, I know which film you're talking about now. You've
As
said
Riggs
that.
and Samuel L. Jackson as Murtaugh.
Right.
And then it recreates the shoot up on the beach, and Bruce Willis is in it as a cameo.
It rings a bell. I've probably seen clips from it, but I've never sat down to watch it.
William Shatner's the bad guy who's supposed to be like the general in the first Lethal Weapon film.
Ah, brilliant.
Tim Curry is his henchman.
Oh my God, brilliant.
Dresses up as a Girl Scout selling cookies, and he's got his full beard and wilderness girls, and he's got the foreign accent as well.
I'd have loved it if they did put him in a blonde wig.
He was in a blonde wig with pigtails, yes.
Oh, brilliant. I like it. Miss Little Joshua.
Keep your facts off Owen's. This is my favorite scene in the film where Riggs tells him he's out. Get out of my country. Yeah.
This is my favorite scene from the whole franchise.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Roger, in here. The only reason to watch National Lampoon's Movie Madness, sweet titty fucking Jesus. Gentlemen, this is a family show. We are half an hour from the watershed. Keep National Lampoon's. Yeah, all right. Movie Madness next on the list. Smile looked ridiculous. It was all right until the last third, I think.
It was a knockoff version of It Follows, which I
It
find
was
is a
a more-
much better film.
That was a better film, but I bought a CD copy of the Toy soundtrack about 15 years ago. 30 years. I wonder how much it's worth today. It's probably quite a lot.
£30. Jesus Christ.
I think it's one of those. Yeah, it's funny how rare some CDs are.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Now, apparently, of all the regular cast in these films, the only one from the police station, I think it is, who hasn't been to Murtaugh's house is the captain. Because the
All right.
psychiatrist turns up here in a minute with all his.
Oh yeah, because he obviously doesn't want
Yeah.
any loads of people there. Then there's just a great shot of outside the house. It like quick pans to outside the house, and there's just everyone there. Camera crews, fire department.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think this is definitely like the archetype for the buddy cop film. Like it doesn't really get better than
Well,
this.
yeah, there's a few in the 70s, similar formats, but
Yeah, this wasn't the first of its like subgenre.
well,
I
yes,
think,
I guess it's the only one that had sequels, isn't it?
yeah,
I think-
everything leading on from this is just like what it's trying to be.
Okay.
The Nice Guys, that was a great watch because it did remind me of this, like the camaraderie between the two.
Ah. Oh, Walken's in the human form. It is canon film. Push in Brutal, bloody hell. Diana Rigg played the Wicked Queen in Snow White too. Well, yes, now you got my attention. It Follows. It's great, but has some logic issues.
I don't like the end scene of It Follows with the swimming pool and the TVs. It's the only thing that sort of
I can't remember.
takes me out there.
I've only seen it once. I keep reminding myself to watch it again.
The score's amazing. that
Yes, it is got one of those awesome synth scores, isn't it?
film. Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be timeless. There's no like mobile phones, but then again, there's no other stuff. And it's supposed to be
Yeah.
not saying any particularly.
Oh, it's so weird as well. I watched a film recently by the same director as It Follows. Sorry to go on a tangent, but it was Under the Silver Lake. That was a weird film with Andrew Garfield.
All
that
right.
was very all over the place. A bit like abstract, definitely.
Okay.
If you told me David Lynch directed it, I'd be like, yeah.
Oh, one of those.
Believe.
Okay. So why would they? Surely,
love
even as a psychiatrist, she can still help him.
Yeah.
I love his cross eyes and
I love it where I can't. What's she called? The actress out of Aliens, Gareth.
yes, that's her.
Yeah, I love it where nice one. I love it where she pokes her head round the toilet and he's just like, "Get on."
Get out.
Yeah.
Is it Janine? Yeah, because she's in Terminator 2 as well.
Yeah, John's mother.
Foster mother.
Foster mother, yeah.
Oh, he saw Lassie Lampoon's Loaded Weapon when he was 10. Fuck, you know. I remember my mother asked me before if Chevy Chase was in it. She then fell asleep for the duration of the film. Yeah, it's definitely not the type of film my mum would like.
My mum
Dark.
did love these films though. I remember like this is half the reason I love them so much. Is like they were always on. If they were on like Channel 5, which they were an awful
yes.
fucking lot.
Yes, they were
Like,
on Channel
night
5,
time.
weren't they?
And it wasn't just like it was like number 4 every week. You know, where it's like with The Mummy, they'll play The Mummy for like 6 months straight every week on ITV2. Then they'll change it. The Mummy Returns for 6 months. Yeah, Channel 5 had a good mix of it. It was like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't in like chronological order. You'd get like 3, then you'd get number 1.
You'd have to record them and watch them later.
Yeah,
order at some point.
Always recorded. That's where I had them recorded off the TV because I remember the RAC insurance adverts on Channel 5.
So you were illegally recording off the TV, were you?
Yes, absolutely.
The shame.
I was buying them as well, but If we could record them, let's get them recorded.
So yeah, when did this come out? It came out July 7th, 1989 in America. Can you tell me when it came out in the UK?
No, I'm gonna take a stab at it. Say August,
Okay.
because I'd still value it as like a summer blockbuster film.
So yeah, Canada. I don't know. United States and Canada always got it the same. July 7th, 1989. Then Portugal, France, Spain, Finland, Australia, Denmark, Sweden, Netherlands, Colombia, Taiwan got it before us, and we got it on the 15th of September.
Ah,
3 months is about right for that back then. And let's see, it's got a budget of 28 million, and this you get this film for 28 million.
I think it made the majority of that back open weekend, though. I think.
Oh yeah, it made 227 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 million on the opening weekend
Domestically,
in America and Canada.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did very well.
I find it interesting how, like, if you look at the overall like intake of like box office and how much the films have all earned, Lethal Weapon, the first one, hasn't earned half as much as what the rest of them have. Like, it's mad, the drop off.
Yes, it's one of those that was made popular on VHS. It's like same with Austin Powers. That was barely registered in the cinema, but because of its popularity on VHS, they got a sequel out.
I think the first one as well, it was sort of like a surprise hit, wasn't it? It wasn't like, I don't think people were expecting this.
Yeah, they weren't expecting such a serious thriller, I think.
I tried to get my girlfriend to watch this today. I was like, do you want to watch Lethal Weapon 2? And she's looked at me just deadpan. Said no.
Is it a romantic comedy?
I don't know. Look, man, I've been with her for 12 years, right? Like, I've been saying to her, like, I try and push it every 2 years. I was like, look, just watch the first one. We'll watch it in December. It'll be fine.
Guarantee she'll love it.
She watched Die Hard a couple of years ago and she loved it.
Exactly.
So I was like, look.
I had the same arguments.
If you love Die Hard, but you're going to love Lethal Weapon even more, I guarantee it.
My mother loved Mel Gibson back in the day. Not sure how she feels about him nowadays. Everyone's mum, I think, loved Mel Gibson back then, didn't they? And also Glover's and the Captain, yeah, plays the Captain in Iron Predator 2, yeah, another Joel Silver film, isn't it? Mr. Jones. She did.
Predator 2, man. What a film.
Yeah.
What a film.
More Yardies. Hey, it is Andy from Electric Geek. My grandmother's maiden name is Gibson. She told me Mel Gibson was my distant uncle when I was really young. I believed it all through primary school.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Hope you didn't tell anyone.
Andy, I'd keep that going, mate. I'd just keep it going. I know people look at it and go, "Oh my god, what? Mel Gibson's your uncle? What that fucking?"
So that kid that said he was related to Superman actor. Who is it?
Oh, I don't know.
The new Superman actor, or ex-Superman actor. What's his name? Henry Cavill said he was related to Henry Cavill, and all kids said, no, he's not. And then one day, Henry Cavill turns up at his school to see him because they were related.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's put me. But I'm guessing Gibson hasn't turned up to see Andy yet. She didn't make a fuck about that. Not a wee dram. Oh, by the way, saw the movie Mario Brothers the other day. Shocking. I was in one in the cinema. I liked it. It's headed for 1 billion now.
I haven't got much interested in the new one. I can't lie, but I did watch for the first time the other day the OG with Bob Hoskins and
good old Bob Hoskins.
Gareth, I enjoyed it, mate. I enjoyed
saw that in the cinema when it came
for what
out.
it is. It's more of a futuristic Mad Max film than it is.
Yeah, it's more Blade Runner than Mario, isn't it?
How mental is that though? That you can like put them two films in the same sentence. It's more like Blade Runner. What?
but you're Blick.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
He is. But yeah, Mario. But I saw it with my son because he's Mario mad, and we went to see it. But yeah, he loved it. It was pretty good.
For what it looks like it's good for like kids as a family film and for anyone who's actually
if you like that. It's from the Minions makers, so if you like that sort of thing, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Slightly better from the first. There's a featured review on about this. So create a diversion, which they do.
This is a good scene as well.
Free South Africa, you son of a bitch.
No real fish were injured. In the next scene.
Probably not. No, just slices of carrot or something.
I bet they were lying, man. I bet there was real fish in there.
Super Mario Brothers is worth buying on Blu-ray. Oh, it's got the original. Because what's the?
Yeah, they've done
Have they got the same name? I can't remember now.
Super Mario Bros. It's on like second sight. Like they've got a release on there for that.
Of course. The Super Mario Brothers is the old movie. The Mario Brothers is the new one, right?
Oh,
Mario Bros.
Yeah,
right.
You could have. Yeah, Fran, you could have been talking about the new one there. Sorry.
Still can't believe that Bruce Willis is heavily considered for the role. Riggs. In some ways, I'm glad Gibson was considered for the role. Yes, I don't see anyone else.
Nah, I'm glad it lied where it sort of laid with them two. Willis is John McClane. Mel Gibson, heavily mixed.
They ended up where they should. So when with the gold pen scene, apparently Mel Gibson is putting Oreo cookies in the chili pot.
Is he really?
In a chili. So
interesting chili.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really eat chili, but
I eat a lot of chili. Never had any Oreos in my chili, though.
Because later on he asks Rika if she had her chili with or without crushed Oreos. Oh, despite its anti-South African stance, it was passed uncut in South Africa. When we get to Patsy Kensit's bed sex scene, apparently both her and Mel Gibson were very uncomfortable doing it because they both were married to other people and both Catholics, so it was a problem.
What is that? Yeah, I know, but do you not like sign up for this? Like, do you not know this was going to happen like years and years before? Like, at some stage, I'm an actor. I'm going to be in bed with another actor, and I might be married.
Wasn't it all his films? Because what was it? Was it Tequila Sunrise? Who was in that? Kurt Russell. Damn, I found the woman. But yeah, he was, and then he was Bird on the Wire with Goldie Hawn.
I've got Bird on the Wire down here. I need to see Bird on the Wire.
It's pretty good.
I'm drawn to it for some reason.
It's a pretty good action comedy.
Because it was around the same time, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was after this. I think that was 90. Oh, yeah, there it goes. When the South African waiter gets out of the pool, Nakatomi Plaza is in the background. So, yeah.
Ah, sick. That is mint. Never got
that. That's a long bit.
Yeah, I think Donna had like chew over this like particular scene because of the fish. And like in the commentary, it was like, look, we didn't kill
people.
Fish.
There's a humane society, isn't there? Hey, Mo!
Imagine if that was now. Jesus.
Mel Gibson revealed whilst on stage in Scotland, he was directly from fire with the late Donna's blessing.
Yeah,
in Scotland.
That was a thing recently, like in the last couple of years. He was getting interviewed, and they did ask him sort of about it. And I know he has got Donna's blessing, but I don't think he's got everyone else's blessing, to be fair. It's just one of them. I just think the stigma on Mel Gibson is never really, truly...
No, he's...
lifted off him, which is a bit of a shame. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are, like earlier on in the stream, like, there's a lot worse people out there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Jesus Christ, The Flash is coming out in 2 months. Everyone's going on about it. And Ezra Miller is, like, being on video with their hands around a girl's neck.
Yeah, kidnapped kids. Well, he didn't kidnap her, but led her away from the parents. And...
alleged grooming. Like, what is going on? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess they're waiting for the 2 weeks after the film's release, and then they're going to dump him.
Yeah, he can't go on. I don't think anyway. But everyone was saying coming out of that screening that just happened in Vegas that he is really good in it.
Yeah, even from the trailer. So I never minded him, but he wasn't great.
No. Come on, there's only one reason we won't watch The Flash.
Anyway.
Let's get
I'm
nuts.
not that much knowledgeable. Where did I get? And then Willis played Helen back in Last Boy Scout, which is like a sleazier Riggs. That is true. Oh, lost the door. Now, do you think Pesci could have held on to the door handle while the car got ripped off? Because how strong wouldn't it just ripped him out with him? He's only a
Probably, yeah. He's only little, yeah. Pesci, Pesci's a weird one, isn't he? Like he's a bit picky with his roles. He doesn't do many roles, I don't find.
Just
Certainly,
hasn't even retired for 20 years, apart from The Irishman.
yeah, but well, that was like a big thing, wasn't it? It was like, oh, Pesci's coming out of retirement for that, and he is awesome in that film as well.
Yeah, he still got it.
Not a film that I particularly love, but
Yeah, it's not one I'll watch again. Because
Pesci's good. It's the de-aged Robert De Niro.
doesn't it?
Ridiculous, man. When he's kicking that guy outside a shop, like there's a certain scene, and he's just like, it's supposed to be like a, I don't know, 40-year-old, 35-year-old Robert De Niro, and it looks like a 95-year-old with a CGI Zimmer frame out of camera.
Like The Godfather Part 2, they had a Robert De Niro playing the young Vito, and then
that always messed with my head. All that though, to be fair, The Godfather.
So yeah, Mel Gibson's character wears a varsity jacket in this, and then Beverly Hills Cop, he wears his.
Sorry to be like absolutely disgusting, but she is absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm just going to say,
how dare you objectify a woman?
No, it's beautiful. Like,
that's worse than say if she's a dog.
Come on,
she is fit.
Got bad taste in men though. Liam Gallagher, what the hell are you doing?
It ruined her. Yeah. Just like who was it? That Aussie singer that ruined.
Kylie Minogue. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah, Van Damme had sloppy seconds to Hutchins. But I don't know why it isn't bad. Yeah, it does, but it does mangle the Leonard Cohen song at the end with an awful cover.
I really want to see it. It's like the cover.
You'll enjoy it the first time you watch it, but it's not one you'll go back to.
Right, cool.
James Black, first draft will be one to got sent to the dry cleaners by Silver and Donnie S. Even Warner Brothers got sniffy over that very first. Yeah, it was a very hard draft because the original Lethal Weapon 1 was supposed to it was supposed to be a truck of cocaine.
Yes,
they were shifting or heroin, and then that got blown up, and then it starts snowing in LA.
Yeah, they were adamant on the cocaine, like because I think that happens early on in this film, doesn't it? Right at the start, they chase it, and it's in the boot.
So yeah, he tried to use it in this one, and they didn't do that either. But then,
I will say, when it gets to this sex scene and this like romantic bit, it slows down the movie a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit, but I do like this bit because it's obviously like I think if I'm not mistaken, this is where the other policemen start getting killed.
Yes,
and that is
intercut.
It's a brutal scene. Sex. Yeah, man, it's brutal. Bloody hell! Talking about sex scenes, I watched Infinity Pool last night for the first time. Whoa,
I haven't seen that yet.
Fucking wild shit going on in that. Wow, Jesus, good though, really good. Really enjoyed it. Cronenberg is unleashed with his son.
Yeah. So in the first film, then you get a couple of bags of heroin blown into the dust and snowing on the road. Oh, opening a bottle with his teeth.
Yeah, don't do that.
I can't. It's
I've got one gone. One's gone. One's completely gone. It's awful.
I couldn't do that now, especially my teeth are so sensitive.
I thought I was Billy Big Dick doing that when I was little.
Yeah. Even he winced when he did it. Yeah. Gibson is a great director, obviously being it. So what's the problem? Yeah, exactly. I don't know who's complaining.
No problem. I think what it is with me, right, is that I really do love Mel Gibson as an actor. I love Mad Max and I love Riggs as like characters. Do you know what I mean? I think you fall in love with them sort of characters.
I think they could slip straight back into their characters straight away.
Oh my God, 100%. Like, what does an old Riggs look like? I bet it's like, I bet it'd be great. You know what he was really good in that I saw, not recently, but maybe last year, the year before, was a film called Boss Level. And it had
yes. I was trying to think of it earlier because I was going to say he does good films like Boss Level, but he's barely in it.
Yeah, he's not in it much.
Stuff as well that you never even hear of.
Because I think he's the villain in there, Boss Level, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, and Frank Grillo.
There's one fight scene of that, isn't there?
I'm glad Frank Grillo is just cast him to be in like the new DCU films.
Is he?
Frank Grillo deserves his due, man. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah. So The first guy, they just walk in and shoot.
Yeah.
This one, they know she does swimming.
It's
So they
brutal.
It's a hell of a stunt, though, because this poor stunt woman goes flying.
Yeah, she does a few front flips.
Yeah.
Olympics,
And she's got-
1989. Let's go.
Like her as well. Now, we missed it earlier. There was an advert for Hero Aftershave on the telly. I think it was just before Mick Gibson watches The Three Stooges.
All right.
And it was a real product because I had it back then because I'm so tough.
Of course.
But it does get shot up in the coming up battle. I'm really conflicted about The Flash. The only good thing that possibly says it might greenlight Dark Knight Returns with a film with Keaton. Yeah, Keaton needs to. The Batman action in the trailer looks awesome.
It looks so good. Like
Yeah,
I've got
it's exactly
no
what you want from
complaints.
Batman.
Yeah. There's like that one shot in the trailer where it's like from 89 where it's the Batwing over the moon. And it's
Yes.
like they
Yeah,
recreate
they
that in the
recreate
trailer. Awesome.
But yeah, what's it, 2 months, did you say?
Yeah, it's a Bruce Wayne bit I'm really looking forward to seeing. Like, because we got our first glimpse as him as like just regular Bruce Wayne in
Yeah,
this
especially
new
it's-
trailer.
There's one scene where he's got really long hair, so he's obviously retired, and then
Yeah, I
Looks
love
like
it. There were some people in the comments being like, "Oh, is that Vicky Vale? Is that no? It's definitely not Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale got the boot. Can we not remember?
well, she's in my my audio play
Oh, how's that going? Is that going well?
slowly.
Slowly
People
but
are
surely.
sending their stuff in, which is the main thing. So
Love it.
I just got to get the narration, then I can put everything in the right place.
I'm looking forward to listening to it, man.
But we shall see. The Irishman is an excellent film, but with that fight scene, I don't believe there's ever been such an awful scene in another
Yeah, it's bad, man. And you know what, right? There's that's not great. And the other thing that isn't great, which is such a shame because I love the actor, but I don't think he's very good with accents. And I don't know if I'm out of left field. Stephen Graham in The Irishman. He tries to do this like I think it's like a Brooklyn accent or a Boston
Yeah, I
accent.
think it's because you see him, you think Scouse. I think that's how my heads work.
He's
So
the
then
mo-
I
he's
think,
the he's
"That
the
doesn't
most
sound
Scouse man you've ever met in your entire life. Like he takes Scouse to a different level. I love it though. I love it, but
And what's he having? He's having Red Label whiskey and peanut butter with crackers.
yeah, I noticed the combinations of the food is not all right in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So earlier on, when they were like the Mel Gibson, he gets his shirt shrinked, right? And they're eating like over the table. They're having
Yeah.
like the weirdest spaghetti, but before the spaghetti, Murtaugh is eating peaches out of a tin.
Yes, I saw that. I was like,
What?
it didn't register, but then I see stuffing spaghetti in his mouth. But yeah, and then a minute it's just sucking down
That's-
peaches.
Crazy behavior.
She still looks stunning now, and her dad was a London gangster. Ooh, that'd be nice to her then. The scene in The Irishman is ridiculous, and the other actor is totally overselling.
I've got to rewatch it now to see what the other actors do.
Yeah, I need to again. I bet. Oh, tits. Hang on. Sorry, gentlemen.
Oh shit! Yeah, hide the nip. Hide the nip.
Free the
Should we say
nipple.
free the nip.
No, take away the nips. This is a fat. Oh no! Oh, we got 10 minutes to the watershed. Unfortunately, how's it hanging, Hutchins? Now I thought that was a reference to his ding dong, but no. A common phrase used in Scotland: "You kent it, I kent it, even Patsy kent it." Oh dear. Yeah, I can't do the Scottish accent. Possessor had some hardcore imagery. Oh, I must have missed that. Ooh, what? Oh, look at that! He's got some X rentals.
Yeah, what's
Check
he
that out.
rocking? What's he rocking in 1980?
I don't know. I couldn't make out the films. I was gonna zoom in and enhance. Yeah, Grillo is great. Looks amazing for his age. Yeah, because he's in his 50s, isn't he?
Yeah, man. There's two guys, right? There's two guys that I'm absolutely like really game to see get really big, and I think it's well overdue. Frank Grillo's one, and the other guy, and it's starting to become a thing. Scott
Mhm.
Adkins.
Oh,
Scott
yes.
Adkins needs a role in one of these superhero franchises, any one of them, but a decent one. You know what? In James Gunn's new DCU,
Yeah.
I'd have him all day as Bruce Wayne. I think he'd
Yeah,
smash
he
it.
could-
God
he could
Kings,
do it.
100%. I think he's the right age for it too.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
yeah,
too
he
old,
definitely
not
did.
too young. Got the right look for it.
Yeah, he's been. Was it 20 years ago when he did the Undisputed films?
Did you see John Wick 4 yet, Gareth?
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Right,
I'm
he's
not-
so good in that, man.
Yeah, I've seen him in his fat suit doing stuff.
Oh, awesome! It's so good.
I saw his interview with Keanu on his own channel.
Yeah, I love that. I love that Keanu just like gives him the time of day for that. Like, and obviously he's a really nice guy, but like, I don't know, just it's something that Keanu probably didn't have to do. Do you know what
No.
I mean? But like,
But yeah, he's such a nice guy.
yeah.
Didn't respond to my emails though.
He's not that fucking nice then, is he? Jesus.
And he was in the country. You got to fucking stop by to say hello.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Keanu.
Fuck him. It's the nicest man in Hollywood, my ass.
FBI agent.
David Carradine did the impossible. He made Michael Hutchins look more dignified. Jesus. The humor here has gone right downhill. Ezra Miller credits immediately after the film. Exactly. Yes.
I
That's how I see it.
100% agree. I'm not disputing that whatsoever.
Unless the film's a massive success, which if it makes $1 billion, it
They
might.
can't. I just don't think they can, like, objectively. And I think it's quite interesting while that's happening, all this stuff's going on with Jonathan Majors.
That's gone very quiet.
Yeah, it has, because I think it's about the waves are going to come crashing in with that
There's rumours
situation, I think.
Gone that he's been recast already in Everlink Marvel now, even though he's filmed
'Cause
Loki season
They're
2.
the only ones who've been quiet about the whole thing.
Because immediately it said, "Oh no, she was telling porkies, and it wasn't as bad as she made out." Well, Keaton's Bruce is still pining for Selena Kyle. Yes.
Wouldn't you be, though?
Well, if you read my
you-
script that I'm working
Oh, here we go.
it gets very saucy.
Oh, here we go.
Stephen Graham, I thought, held his own against Pacino. Yeah, he was acting wise. He was very much holding his own.
I just it's more for me. It's like a frustrating thing that like I wish you were like really good at accents, because I think you would get cast in so many films.
Sorry, I got distracted by Patsy Kensett's tits again.
Oh God, Gareth, we're not past 9 o'clock yet.
They're right here in front of me. It's on the screen here. HD. Not used to this. Oh. The dog is barking and he hears helicopters. Immediately thinks something's up. Bad guys are coming.
He's not a proper Scouser.
Where's the hell's Kirkby?
Jesus.
Sounds like a Scouser, just like you, Mike. And Big Steve. All Scousers to my ears. Even if it makes $1 billion, I'm bracing myself for that possibility. Yeah.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
Yes, there we go. Sharish Black's first draft was very dark and ultra-violent. I remember Black discussing the script in an interview he gave, back in the 90s. Yes, I used to read Premiere Magazine back in the 90s. It was a great magazine.
That's what I was going to say. So Shane Black, what I find interesting about all this, like, very dark, ultra-violent, and both scripts for both Lethal Weapon and Lethal Weapon 2 were pretty dark. He's known for being the one who, like, brings a bit of levity into the situation.
I was going to say, like, the films he makes himself, like The Other Guys and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah, and, like, even they got him in for Predator rewrites, didn't they? Like, just to jump up the script a little bit, I think, in that film.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's debatable, that, but...
Oh, there's the hero bottle below them. But yeah, okay, so let's say they remake Lethal Weapon with his original dark script.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be any good?
What, Lethal
Less
Weapon
action.
2 or Lethal Weapon? The first?
Well, let's stay with the first one, because that had a lot of dark elements as well, apparently. Very violent. But they had to tone it down, and then people thought
I'd be interested. I don't... It's a weird one. Like, I'd love to see this remade. Like, I know they sort of did
they
it
did
with
the
the TV show.
Yeah, that went light.
Yeah, and I think the rigs in that one, he's in like hot water now as well, I think. Like,
yeah, it's never been seen again.
Yeah. But I'd take you know what? No, I wouldn't take a remake of this. I'd take a sequel, The Nice Guys. That's what I'd take.
Oh, that would be awesome. That was so good, that film.
It's so good, man. I think this is like my thing, like movies that I think I gravitate towards are like friendship movies. So I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because I love the friendship between Cliff Booth and Brad Pitt's character.
Yeah.
This is very much the like archetype of like what a friendship is between like Riggs and Murtaugh. I love it. I think it's because I haven't got many friends myself, so I just go towards these films.
Yeah, they are great mates. They can be my
the romantic films can get in the bin. I want romance films, okay?
Yeah. Can anyone name a Jonathan Majors film that isn't Ant-Man or Creed 3? No.
Well, this is it. How mental is this though? Like, yeah, that is such a true point. Like, this is like one of them situations where like he's like a major name at the moment. Like, he's like a Timothée Chalamet, put him in everything. Like, he's going to earn loads of awards, sort of. Like, he's at the top of his like sort of career now, and he's only had 2 films in a HBO series. I think he's in a couple of episodes of Lovecraft and Country, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But I think it's really interesting, that whole situation. I'm keep my eyes on it.
Yeah. I didn't know what to make of him in Creed 3. I haven't seen Creed 3, but yeah, like everyone says,
he's really good in the first half. Then in the second, the first half of Creed 3 is really good, but I think it loses the fucking plot in the third act. Not, it doesn't lose the plot. There's a plot there. It's just like I don't like some of the directional choices that Michael B. Jordan's made. I'm not the first person to say it, but the sort of like, you can tell he is a fan of anime because there's these like weird anime slow punches.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
it really breaks up the pace of that fight in the third act. It's not.
Do you
great.
think this is a stupid bit? His caravan's just been shot up, and he thinks, "Yeah, I'll just leave her in her house. She'll be fine."
A little bit. Yeah.
He doesn't think put her in protective custody because he doesn't know what's happened to the rest of them.
He literally regrets it about 5 minutes later, though.
Yeah, he doesn't get smashed in the head.
Like this, how brutal is this for Riggs? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he just courted this lovely young woman. He's had like probably the best night of his life, like since like the tragic murder of his wife, accident of his wife, and oh, buddy, it's gonna get a lot worse right now.
Yeah, no, he makes up for it in the third one, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike's the real Scouse and all this lot. Okay,
I believe it.
He's gonna ram raid something tonight. Okay, I think of the first draft was dirty. That's it. Playing dirty play.
Yeah,
that's it. I was going to mention that. Yeah, had a torch. Yeah, Rita gets tortured before she dies. Yeah, it didn't go down with Donna. That's it. Thank you, Dr. Impossible. Always there for me. When did Premier make? Is it gone out of print? Yeah, I used to buy it in Smiths as well because it was like an import. But yeah, that was very educational. Hey, Mike. So yeah, I am on Mike's channel at 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon for an hour.
Oh, cool.
He's doing a charity event of a 10-hour stream, so I think it starts
10 hours. Whoa.
Yeah.
I like it.
So,
nice.
All day. And then every hour it's 5 or 6 different people. So you don't get bored of me hating on AJ. Somehow we got put on together.
Gareth, I'll be back in 2 seconds, mate.
All right. Anyone remember Neon magazine? No, I don't remember Neon. Was it a rhythm magazine? TV show was good. I did enjoy the TV show. The actor that played Riggs was a dick, though. Behind the scenes. Yeah, he was good in that role. I did enjoy him, but yeah, like you said, never seen any Lethal Weapon movies besides the first one, but I did enjoy that one. Oh, come on, Mike. There's 3 more after that, and this is the best one, the second one. Check it out. I started buying those mags in the early 90s. Great interviews in there. Behind the scenes info were often the magazines. Can't remember what year the mag went down, but it was great. Yeah. I remember the articles on Jurassic Park had the big foot on the cover, and then it had Last Action Hero behind the scenes. That's a good. The fight at the end of Creed was very self-consciously arty to me. That's what I've been hearing. Let's see. Why? It goes so far back, Mike. AJ knows what he did. He hasn't apologized. Now, I remember seeing the title. I didn't know it was a film magazine, though. Neon. So, this is where the VHS will divert, because this surprised me when I watched this a couple of years ago for the first time on Blu-ray. There is a scene cut from the UK VHS where you find out the two guys stay behind after they throw Mel Gibson in the water, and then he comes out and kills them, but then he kills them in brutal ways, which they had to cut out for the BBFC. So I'll see that in a minute. So yeah, they throw him off, chuck him in the water, spit, and then hang around, and then he comes up to get them. I was just saying about the scene that's not on the VHS.
What this scene is in?
The scene when he comes out and kills the blokes brutally.
Ah, right.
I think he smashes one's head in a door, and then breaks
Oh, so
his
this
arms
won't-
or legs.
This won't be on my version then.
Yeah, so there's Rika. And then
I love that this scene with him like breaking out of the restraints. It's like a callback though, isn't it? From like the
Yes.
first.
So
like,
yeah, they set it
start.
up. So that's something. Yeah, good old Patsy Kensit though. She can hold her breath like a good one.
Yeah, man. She looked pretty dead.
Not going to say anything sexual. Oh no, it's 9:00. Yeah, she can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh my god. Steve. I'm not going to go there because I've been called a gentleman tonight. So.
Yes, we were gentlemen. I think Jennifer's
Gentlemen.
gone though, so we don't need
Well,
to be gentlemen now.
I'll be
So
gentleman.
yeah, here we go. So yeah, see, the VHS cuts straight to on the beach, holding her body, and then
Oh no.
snaps this guy's neck after smashing with a chain, smashes this guy through a window, then smashes his head in a car door and his neck.
Oh right. So I think on my version he just gets smashed through the window.
Ah. And then he puts his arm back together.
Yeah, it is brutal. This is brutal. Like this
I
whole
think it-
like.
I don't know if he can dislocate both arms or he just forgets which one he does. But I think it changes sides. There we go. And now people have noticed that he's on the beach outside his caravan, allegedly, and a helicopter's gone that was landed there. So where did it go?
Continuity. Continuity.
Can I say sweet titty fucking Jesus again? You knock yourself out.
It's 9:04.
Yeah,
Let's
904.
do it.
The watershed. Neo Magazine was a cooler version of Empire. They would push alternative films more than typical studio films. There you go. That's why it didn't last long.
Yeah, we need a production company like that now.
Oh, yeah. So Roger's at the office.
I love it. So this like end bit area like becomes the lethal weapon again. Like,
Yeah, Rogers checks his badge away.
yeah, I love it. I
Although-
love the camaraderie between them.
I suppose technically, in a legal stance, they probably both should have been sacked and in jail after the first film.
Oh my god, yeah, 100%.
So after a vengeance mission of the second film here, they
I don't think hand-to-hand combat like Riggs had with Mr. Joshua outside of Murtaugh's house in the first film is allowed. I don't think that goes out.
No, just because Roger says, yeah, leave him to it.
Yeah, leave him to it. It's ornament to the death.
But yeah, it's all with the lawyers now. Let them sort it out. If they didn't interfere in this South Africans' plan, they'd be all fine and dandy. They wouldn't have all their mates killed.
You know, for the longest time when I used to watch this film, I had no idea what the South Africans were trying to achieve.
No, what is it?
They're drug dealers, but like I had no idea that that was even like a sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm trying to.
I think the
but when-
political side
Yeah.
to this film's way more interesting now. Now I'm older and I understand it more. But
Well, I'm trying to work it out because the chase at the beginning, they're chasing them. It doesn't say why they're chasing the
No, it
guys at the
doesn't.
beginning. It doesn't say what they've done, why there's a thing. And then they crash and then they find the boots full of Kruger and gold.
I think like with a lot of these films from this era, it's just like they're bad, so just get over it. Do you know what I
We
mean?
can have evil characters that, don't have a reason. They could just be evil. But yeah, then. So yeah, we don't know what they're doing the whole way through the film. They're just trying to kill all the cops off that are interfering, and then at the end they've got a container full of cash, American currency. So they're taking that back to South Africa.
Where would you rank the Lethal Weapon endings?
Oh, bloody hell!
There's only
Sorry.
4.
I'm trying to remember them. The third one, they're blowing up. Yeah, the third one's not as good because
Third one's not as good. I think the third one takes place in the house. Does it?
the abandoned. Well, the
where
houses
they
are making,
getting built,
and then he
yeah,
burns
yeah.
them up. But then you got the shooting him through the JCB. Jet Li and the fight.
I do like the
three of
Jet
them.
Li one.
I do like the Jet Li because it's all three of them. Roger's taking part in the fight.
It's because Riggs could get fucked up at that point. So like
Another one where he's supposed to have died. Yeah.
I love that they keep trying to kill him. Like Donna's just like, nah, it's not happening.
Was he saying last action hero? Not until the grosses go down.
Yeah.
Neon was a great read, but a complete dick. I chucked all my copies of Premier magazine when I moved to London to Cornwall. Now seriously regret it. Yes. I think I've got three Empire magazines, but they're all the same one, just with 3 different Phantom Menace covers. I think that's the only ones I've got now. I ditched them.
I was an avid collector of Empire magazine for years. The first ever Empire magazine I ever owned had Brandon Roof on the front for Superman Returns. It was like a Len Tickler color
Ooh, nice.
cover thing.
Yeah, mine was Batman 89.
Was it really?
And I cut all the Batman pictures out of it. Put them on my wall.
It's a cool first one to have, though.
I think it was the very first one. It's either the very first one or the second one of it. Hey, playing with plastic. Might see you later as well. Hey, plastic. This one has the best finale. It feels the most personal. Oh, that is true.
Yeah, 100%. Because like this is the guy who's killed his wife, but it would. I think if there was more emphasis put on that throughout the whole film, not just little like tidbits here and there.
Yeah, I guess we've had it just before he throws him in, and then that's the last thing. It doesn't come up till the end, does it?
And if I'm just gonna be like totally like horrific on this ending right now, like I don't think he matches Riggs like as like sort of.
Yeah, just that weird dancing around.
Yeah, right at the start when it's like Donna's shot it, so like they're both in shadow. Do you know what I mean? So you can't tell who it is. But like, the guy who's obviously doing that is way more athletic than.
Yeah. Now Donna does this weird thing with the slow motion. It's not slow motion. It's like frames are missing, and
they were saying they spent loads on this sequence.
Yeah, 1,000 just to bring it down, but.
Was it worth it? Totally. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know, because some shots it does just look like a model.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no, Dr. Impossible must have been on the almond slices again. He's on the nice perky boobs, much like Amanda Donohoe in Castaway. Good old Ollie Reed had a good time for that film, I think. I bought the first 20 issues of eBay about 10 years ago. I could probably make some money selling them now. Yeah,
I would. Yeah, there's a couple that I would definitely love to rebuy again. Like, it's so funny as well because when you go on like Etsy and stuff like that, some people have like just took the cover of certain Empire magazines and just selling the cover. I think there was one on there of like a Heath Ledger Joker one, which I had I had that magazine as well. It's so weird. Like I've kept all this quote unquote shit behind me like for my entire life, and like the Empire magazines would have been so cool to have now. They would have done wonders for the Instagram. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I should dig mine out.
I
did track down some I was looking for before because I was looking for. They used to have movie news, and it used to be wrong half the time. It'd say like this film is coming out with this cast, and then either the film wouldn't happen or the cast would be completely changed. Like, what was it? So I Married an Axe Murderer was supposed to be like Sharon Stone and Chevy Chase, and
It didn't end up being that.
no, Mike
Well,
Myers. And
It's funny, like that, like some of my earliest memories, like of just being alive, was going to the newsagent, look in the Empire magazine. I never bought them, but because it would have like Hugh Jackman on the front, I would pick it up and I'd like look in to see what was going on. And that was the first glimpse I got of Blade 2 when that was coming out. So it was like that hadn't come out. So this must have been like 2002 around that time. And I remember looking in the Empire magazine and seeing these vampires with like, it was the sketch designs of like the chins opening up. I just thought, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And when the film came out, I couldn't go and watch it because I wasn't old enough.
Well, there's a magazine in the 80s I used to get, and it was called like it was either called Video Monthly or Video Club Monthly or something. It was like but it just had all the VHS releases on rentals. I think it was rentals, not retails, or what was, maybe it did both. What was coming out for rental, what was coming out for retail. But then it had, I remember it had Freddy's Revenge coming out, and then it had a big spread, and it was like showing all the kills.
All right.
Ruined the movie. At Elm Street, it freaked me out and gave me nightmares. But the funniest thing about the magazine is at the end it had an adult section. It had all these Electric Blue and Penthouse and Playboy pictures in the back as well.
Sounds like a pretty good magazine, Gareth. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Mike, you had all the copies of computer and video game magazines. That was a class magazine. That's his biggest regret.
My thing was just Empire and Enemy. That was my thing.
Getting vulgar now. Oh, All Media Oz, how are you? Lethal Weapon 2. See, he loves it. Unfortunately, Nightbot's on patrol. Get off the stage.
Fuck you, Nightbot. Who's Nightbot?
I just can't find him. I can't tell.
Is this AI? Is this Skynet coming in?
There's pretty much Skynet just stopping comments. That's his level. Oliver Reed had all the fun with Amanda on the island. Me, I just enjoyed the view from the TV. Yeah. You ever heard of Castaway? It's like a late 80s film. It's based on a true story where this like 40-year-old man gave up the rat race of London to move to a deserted desert island.
No.
And then he asked for a companion in the paper. So this woman goes along, and I don't think they got on. So, but she's just like basically wearing nothing for the whole film. So,
yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, it basically describes any Manda Donahoe film from the fucking 80s. Who's the other one? I can't remember the name. There's a couple of them. Oh, So I Married references the Rothschild family. Very edgy territory. The dad's on about conspiracy, isn't he? Rothschild's family. Yeah, wouldn't get made today. The Britannia Movie Club. She was very wise. I still owe them money. It was like you get 5 VHS tapes for 99p plus postage, a couple of pound postage.
Nice. What, rentals or?
No, retails.
Right.
But you have to buy another 6 at full price, about £15 over 6 months.
Okay.
But back then it was paying by check.
I think that's a good deal, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I joined twice under 2 different names, and but then I had to pay out big money because if you don't, it wasn't the sort of thing you could quit.
The only scam I ever pulled like that, I remember. Wait, it's not a scam. Wait, I stole them. I just simply stole them. Just all my comics from the library. So my comic book history started with nicking 5 comic books from the library and never taking them back. I've got them still. Like it says on 2006.
Oh dear. Well, I don't know what the statute of limitations is for that.
I'm on the future.
I pay my debt to society.
I'm on Darlington's most
bad credit.
Wanted unless.
Just make sure they did. So there's a shot here, where this bit right where because I'm way ahead. Where are you now? Are they just abseiling out?
They've just abseiled into the arena, should we say?
Yeah. So the bit where he unloads a clip,
and he says all the cops' names.
Yeah,
but he doesn't say them, does he? They just
I don't know if it's not very well made that you know if he's actually saying them or it's in his head. But he fires about 17 shots from a distance, then the guy gets bullet holes in him. But then when he gets close to him to shoot him point blank, he's got no bullet holes on him. So, and then apparently the gun only holds about 12 bullets. Yeah, I just saw it then. He's got no bullet holes in the last shot when he gets right close.
I love like the shooting where like Riggs is like this bit here where he's rolling about just like
Yeah.
shooting and he gets a guy. It's like that. Never.
Yeah, it's awesome roll. I
love
don't know
it.
if it's practical because by the time he's rolled out, you could have shot him.
Yeah. I wonder if Mel did that stunt.
The Britannia Music Club was a pyramid scheme. Oh yeah, they did CDs after VHSs, didn't they? They must have got Benson's World. That sounds it.
This is
I
where the
remember
his crazy dance moves comes in.
He
Like,
yeah, he runs around
Yeah,
like just
look at
fucking
him now. He's two-stepping, man. Like, what the hell?
Benson's World. That sounds familiar. Oh, knife in the leg. It's in the bone.
It's got a knife in the back of the leg.
Yeah, and then he twists it, doesn't he, or pulls it upwards.
I love it as well when the scene like starts. They put some like bongos in like the background just to make sure that it's like, yeah, South African fights going down.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh,
one.
hang on. I thought I paused it. I'm way ahead.
I think
get
am I correct in saying this was real counterfeit money? As well, by the way.
That's
I think this is real counterfeit money, and I think I don't know
real
whether
counterfeit money, or is it counterfeit money?
just counterfeit money. Yeah, that's right. Not real counterfeit money.
I think it's real money. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they were trading Cougar and gold for money or to take back, and that's how they were doing it. They were sent the gold, and then
It's sort of just
it never
reminds.
explained.
No,
Maybe if reading movies was here, he'd tell me because he's probably read the book, which probably has
It
more
remind me
details.
as well of like that earlier scene. I've mentioned it so many times, but where Leo shrinks his shirt and he's like he's telling him how he's like schemed the mob.
Yeah, he skimmed
basically.
about 10 million off them just by
Yeah, but what he actually says in it, I remember saying like when I was like listening to the commentary on it, like Donna was like, "Oh yeah, that's all like legit," and like the guy who sat with him was like, "Oh, so is that how like the stock market went down then in 1989?" He's like, "I'm not saying anything."
Oh yeah, there you go. Britannia Music Club. 5 CDs for £1, then one a month for £30 for the rest of your life. Yeah, they made their money back all right. I remember my mum and dad getting a disc from Britannia Music Club. Yeah.
What is that? Where you rent albums then?
No, you buy the album. Like you said, you get 5 CDs in your first order, and they were like proper modern ones and big hits and stuff like that for £5 for a pound. But then you pay a lot more. If you do that, you're then legally obliged to buy. I think it was 6.
It was
Over
going
the
for a while. It was about 2007.
yeah, it was going many years. It was like adverts on the back of
Yeah.
TV guides and stuff like that. Oh, there you go. I've got 11 Days, 11 Nights. I think that's Jay's favorite film. It was, yeah. I don't remember it being on the Britannia, but it was a legit film. Like 9.5 weeks. It wasn't porn. Oh, here we go. Here comes the big line. Oh, the fucking music will get me a copyright more than anything.
Will it really? What? Even the Michael Kamen music?
Yeah, just 11 seconds of just the background music. But yeah.
Infinite power.
Oh, one shot straight to the head, down.
I love it where like Murtaugh winds his neck as well.
Yeah, he does that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it helps, but
Yeah.
relaxes him, I guess.
Ah shit! I can't do that.
Just been revoked.
You know, this ending as well. Like if they wanted to like come out and say, "Oh yeah, he did die," it would work. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
he's
would
been
still
shot
work.
6 times and stabbed in the leg.
Yeah. Yeah. Been shot 64 times. He's got 55 knife
Yeah,
injuries.
50 Cent still with us.
Yeah, he'd be sweet, man.
There you go. Yeah, I still haven't seen that. I haven't seen 11 Days, 11 Nights, but like you, I remember it being everywhere because it was like there's so much sex in it. But yeah, it's not. Jay's done it
Now
on
we're
his
talking
channel.
11 days, 11 nights.
Don't bother. Just watch Jay's review of it. It'll show.
All right, cool.
It's not good. South Africa's answer to Palestine.
I was just literally saying to
Yes,
like,
yes.
I was saying to my missus yesterday, I was like, look, there's just not enough sex in films anymore. Like, you know, like 80s and 90s, it was just some great sex. You just never get it now.
Well, yeah.
They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah. You had to have your sex scene, something for the lads. Yeah. Stupid internet ruined that.
Yeah. well, bloody hell, I keep forgetting his name. I don't know what David Cronenberg's son's called, who just directed that in Infinity Pool.
Oh, yeah.
But he literally had that conversation before he made that film. He was like, there's just not enough sex scenes in films these days. And it's not overloaded with it. There's one very inventive scene. Imagine watching.
Everyone's going to watch it now.
Yeah, imagine if there was like a sex scene halfway through Mandy with Nicolas Cage. I'm not
Right.
joking. That's
Okay.
that's how it goes.
Why not?
I'll say no more.
Well, at least it's not that film where they have sex with the car.
Oh,
Right.
what is that? Titania or something?
Titan.
Titan- yeah,
I
yeah.
keep thinking it's Titan AE, but it's not. It's
I nearly
Titan.
I nearly bought it last week. I saw a cheap version for it, but it was like no English subtitles because I think it's in French.
That's weird.
That's saxophone, man. I wish it could like
You don't have saxophone anymore either.
no, like yeah, not enough sax, man. Not enough sax.
Modern
wish they-
music needs sax solos in the middle.
Like if you could have any score, just score your life. This has got to be it.
It's
gotta be it.
Yes.
There's no toilet roll left.
See, they don't need sex scenes anymore when you can watch absolute filth in 4K on your phone.
Very true. Very true.
That's not artistic.
Yeah, I want
They
to
had to choreograph
want to
Mel
see
and Patsy in this.
art.
Just say, fuck her. I kid you not, the kid that saw it claimed that the male character sucked. I don't know which one he was watching. Oh, here we go. It's ended.
It's great.
Down. Yeah,
I loved
I keep
it.
forgetting it's not knocking on heaven's door. Because it had happy ending one. So yeah, so Shane Black still gets writer's credit because a lot of the film.
I think the blueprint, like the blueprint of the film, like it was his idea for the South African enemy.
Yes.
It was like I think the main gist of it's there, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not aware.
Again.
I'm not aware. Was Shane Black involved at all with 3 or 4?
No, I think he just gets characters by
Right.
credits.
Ah,
Because
fair
Jeffrey
enough.
Bowen takes over 3 on his own, I think, and then 4 as well.
Awesome film.
Absolutely.
film.
That was flew by.
Yeah, it is. I thought that. It's like a nice brisk. It's just under 2 hours, I think. It's
Yeah.
like-
I don't know, around 50 of
190.
action of the film, and then 5-7 minutes
And
of the
the other thing I love about it, it's not just wall to wall action. Like I feel sort of like
Yeah.
disingenuous saying that it's like a straight up action film. Do you know what I mean? And this is
Yeah,
what that's the argument that I was trying to make to Georgia, like my girlfriend. Like I was like saying, like, look, it's not like it isn't Die Hard where it's like, you know, like cut feet, one machine gun, like wife beater vest for 2 hours. It isn't that. There's like some really good like emotional scenes between the two leads. Like there
Yeah.
really is.
Definitely. So, second assistant director Michael Kahn. Sounds familiar. I forgot to look at the credits. Normally, Pan and Glide operator. We'll see if there's any names, but
I love the fact it's just a Warner Brothers film as well. I don't know whether I've
Yeah.
just got a massive bias because of Batman, but like,
take care, Andy. See you next time. We've got
see you later, Andy.
RoboCop. Andy's back for RoboCop next month.
What RoboCop number 1?
Yeah, we did 2, then 3. Now we're going to finishing on 1 for the trilogy.
Ah, nice. I thought I'd watch you guys did number 1.
It seems like it. Oh, hang on, I missed the. Is that a reason to watch it? To watch a guy suck his own knob? Absolutely.
I'm a straight male. I can tell you, I'm intrigued. I want
Is
to.
it,
I want to.
Jay, is it even in the film? I don't. Don't remember that on your review. Should I watch 11 Days or should I just keep that possibility? I think you'd be very bored by the film. Yeah, it's rubbish. Don't bother. It's got a sequel as well. So, well, 9.5 Weeks has got a sequel and a prequel. So, Stilt House Consultants. Animals provided by the Lion Wild Animals. Caterings by Tony's Food Service. That appears a lot. Yeah, second unit director is Steve Perry. Why does that sound familiar? Rika van den Haas.
Can I just say I love the font of the credits as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I like the leaf.
Oh, apparently. I think, damn, what's his name? Who was the copper in Breaking Bad? Because
Hank Schrader, but I can't remember what his real life name
yeah,
is.
exactly. He's in this as one of his 80s, 90s cop roles. But I think he's supposed to be, not that it's ever mentioned in the film, that there was a couple with Jeanette. I don't know if we see them for the pool scene or not.
Oh, are they a couple in the film?
There's some of the cops are a couple.
Ah, right. Oh my god, it's Alien Covenant all again. You know at the start where like you're supposed to just realize that they're all couples because they're all going like, "Oh yeah, that's my wife." Like, nah.
So, which film was that? Which Lethal Weapon film has the older Beach Boys track in it? I thought it was this one.
I'm not
Because I
sure.
don't-
Yeah, that's news to me. I almost feel compared.
Oh, there it is. Still cruising after all these years. The Beach Boys. There it is. It was in the film at some point. I think it's just on the beach.
Right, makes sense.
I think it's just here in the radio sort of thing. Although Crime Watch was a lot cheaper than Blue Crime Watch. Oh dear. I don't remember seeing Wheel of Fortune in this film either. Top shelf movies, thing of the past. Yeah, you say top shelf films now, people think quality ones. Oh,
Yeah.
There's a thing at the end that says, "We miss you, Jay Engel." I didn't hear anything about that, but why that's on there. But there we go. That was Lethal Weapon 2.
Thank you very much for having me on, Gareth.
Well, no, thanks for joining me. So let's get rid of that. So what are you working on?
Not much at the minute. Like I say, I've got a YouTube channel, but it's doing absolutely fuck all at the minute. My last thing I did was we did a live stream with Paul Tams, which is now worth a watch. Andy and Tarek. We did the Ant-Man is Marvel fatigued video.
Oh yes.
That was literally 2 months ago. I said at the start of March, I was like, yeah, right, this is it. I'm gonna get myself back on the board because there's so many films that have come out recently.
Well, exactly.
I'll be getting back on the gravy train soon, but until then, I've got reviews and stuff on Instagram. You can come and check them out.
Why the hell not? Oh.
I'll be doing an show my thoughts on Infinity Pool. The only reason I've seen this film is because my girlfriend's just got back from Texas, so I gave her a shopping list while she was over there. And obviously, that doesn't come out till June here. So
okay.
I've got early dibs on that one.
Contraband brought over in a suitcase. Oh, that's a reference to Botman Lives. I don't remember them as much as I do the TV show. Pissed me right off when W. Smith ended Top Shelf. Softcore makes tidbits with it.
Mate, my news agents still do the Top Shelf, man. They still got Top Shelf.
Yeah, it used to be a proper epic Top Shelf.
But now they put like grey slabs of like paper in front of all the good stuff.
Yeah, tidbits. Yeah, because as far as I remember, it used to be like a woman's weekly magazine, and then they changed it to a porn just because they bought the name out, I think. But there we go. Right, let's wrap this up because I have to join Rob's vintage video in half an hour. So
thank you very much for having me on again, Gareth.
Thanks for joining me. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Yeah, Judge Dredd, mate. 95. Let's go.
Oh, Judge Dredd. There we go. That's too sly. 3 months away. I'll have to find something in between.
Oh my god. I'll get it hyped. That'll be the most viewed stream ever. We'll get everyone on board with Sly and Judge Dredd.
Just and I go, ooh, this is great.
Correct. And it starts right at the start with that amazing score by Alan Silvestri.
That is a good score. I'll give you that. All right, take care. Thanks, Dr. Post, for joining us. Thanks, Franz, for joining us. Thanks, Jay, Electric Geek, and everyone for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you maybe in half an hour.